So, how many of you have ever made a decision that has completely changed the direction of your life? I'm Gabby, and I'm going to be talking to you about the biggest decision that I have made, which was joining the Army National Guard. I'll be explaining to you how I made that decision, what I learned from it, and how it actually has helped shape my future. So, I eventually chose to join the military, to be completely honest with you, just to get my college paid for. I had the support of my family because I come from a military family, my mom, my uncle, several uncles actually, and I had definitely had that support and encouragement to be pushed and use that as something that would have been an advantage to me. So just to give you a little bit of background, I played volleyball from middle school to high school, and I had a few college offers. That being said, I needed to find a way to get college paid for. The reason why I didn't use those college offers was because I had some very bad experiences with the coaches, and I eventually just lost that passion for volleyball, so I had to find an alternative, which was the Army National Guard. So, to say the least, I definitely was not excited, even though I do have that background with my family being in the Army National Guard, but it was just for the very obvious reason that I wasn't very excited. I mean, it is the Army. I've never seen myself even in that position. But again, I needed that alternative. So I just didn't want to leave everything and everybody behind, especially with barely any form of contact as far as like letters and maybe just the occasional phone call, and which they would sometimes take away as well. But once I signed that contract, everything hit me. I kind of just felt everything like this is going to be real. And I just had to embrace that challenge. I decided to make the most out of that opportunity and just kind of pushed myself out of that comfort zone, which ended up helping me currently. And I learned discipline, respect, responsibility, and just some examples of that is I still make my bed to this day, which I never did before I even went to training for the Army. That's one thing that I do consider like I'm very disciplined about. When it comes down to the respect portion, I never used to call anybody like sir or ma'am, which I do now, and it's very consistent. I try to do better with it, but I feel like it's just more respectful as far as that, and that's something that I definitely carry with me that I learned from training from the Army. And that being said, that just proves the fact that not everything that I learned was just staying in the military and in my training. So I do work full time as well. I attend Valencia online, and I'm in the National Guard, so that means I go once a weekend, every month to the National Guard. Just to be completely frank with you, that's one of the things that I'm very grateful that the experience has taught me, because I can multitask, I can do many things, and it's kept me motivated to continue to pursue my future goals and just stay responsible to try to accomplish what I want in the future, which is eventually to go to law school and become a lawyer. So it wasn't just looking back, it wasn't just for one of those things that I needed to get my college paid for, which it was definitely a factor, but in the long run, it became much more than that. As far as what I've learned from the experiences, I feel like the main thing that I got from it was that if there's one thing that I learned, it's that sometimes the experiences that challenge us the most are probably the ones that help us grow the most. Thank you.